This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by our good buddies at Squarespace. The future is coming. Make it brighter with Squarespace. Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a unique website. And I know this because I use Squarespace on the regular, and it works really great. And I'm really happy with it. And I think you guys should try it. You can showcase your work, blog, or publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks. You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products using beautiful templates created by world-class designers. And there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever, which is very good news because I'm very bad at all of those things. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code GRACE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com. And when you're ready to launch, use offer code GRACE to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Not too deep, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
Oh, great way to start is by coughing directly into a microphone. Hi, Jack Ferry.
Maybe start over.
No, all of them. Embrace the mistakes. Embrace the mistakes.
All
and
right.
if any like cold medicine advertisers out there, we got some ad openings if you'd like to inquire.
There's a lot of like talking about being sick on this episode of Not Too Deep.
Oh, there is. Yeah, we have two really super fun guests. We have Kelsey and Kate. Kelsey Darragh, I think is how you say
Darragh, I
it.
think.
Darragh, and then Kate Peterman from Buzzfeed.
That's right.
They have their own podcast called Adult Shit, and they're awesome. I got to be on their podcast, and they were super, super fun.
They're so funny.
And
oh my
we've
God.
had a ton of BuzzFeed people. We've had Try Guys, we've had Ashley Perez, and just the whole factory of BuzzFeed and the type of like people you guys have heard in previous episodes if you've listened. They just create and cultivate this like crew of workhorses, like
Yeah,
people
I
that are
know.
super talented and can do it 12,000 things and also just like have great personalities.
Yeah, they're all funny.
They're all so funny that it makes me mad when I watch BuzzFeed
Yeah.
sometimes that I'm like, they're all perfect.
I know. Every single one of them
They're
is
like
so
the
funny.
cast of Friends, but as like creative entrepreneurs.
Yeah, I know. Like, you should just go to a TV network and be like, I got your workplace comedy.
No, exactly.
Just film BuzzFeed.
I know how BuzzFeed hasn't created like the TV version of what it's like to work for them.
I
Blows my
know.
mind. But so they're here with us. They have a ton of really funny and fun stories because they've just been through all of it
Yeah.
and aren't afraid to talk about all of it. It's also fun because Jack Fair and I met through a company called My Damn Channel years and years ago,
Mhm.
which is very similar to BuzzFeed and how Kelsey and Kate had met each other. So it's a lot of parallels.
Yeah, I would say that's true.
So I don't want to take up much time up top. I think
Yeah,
we just get right into it.
Let's do it.
Okay, welcome Kelsey and Kate to Not Too Deep. We'll be right back with these two goobers that are gorgeous and inside and out. You know, just the perfect way to segue.
Not too deep with Grace Helbig.
Support for today's episode of Not Too Deep comes from Squarespace, our good buddies over there. Are you ready to start your new business? Make it stand out with Squarespace. They have beautiful templates created by world-class designers. Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website, showcase your work, blog or publish content, even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks. And guess what? You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products, and it's all optimized for mobile right out of the box. You don't even have to worry about it. So use Squarespace's analytics also to help you grow in real time. There's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever, though if you do have a question, fear not. Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support is there to help. Destiny is calling. It says you need a new website, so make it with Squarespace. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use the offer code GRACE, GRACE, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's squarespace.com, offer code GRACE.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is sponsored by Juice Beauty. Do you read the labels on the back of your skincare and makeup? I definitely don't. And I assume, and I'm comforted by the fact that most people don't, but Juice Beauty wants to change that. Turns out your skin can absorb up to 60% of what you put on it, so what goes on your skin can be as important as what goes in your body. And Juice Beauty, they make their products with certified organic ingredients, and they always formulate without parabens, silicons, petroleum, or other potentially harmful ingredients. Their formulas are naturally derived ingredients that provide clinically validated results that are just as good, if not better, than conventional beauty products. They have a stem cellular exfoliating peel spray, and it uses a proprietary blend of plant-derived ingredients that provide instant peel gratification and unveiling glowing skin. I mean, those words all sound very, very good. So what are you waiting for? Go to juicebeauty.com/Grace for exclusive savings on your first order when you use the code GRACE20 at checkout. That's GRACE20 at checkout. Go check them out. We're going, right?
Yeah, we're definitely
Nailed
going.
it. I'm glad
Definitely
we got
going.
all of that about our
Sweet.
boss.
We just have to. We're just gonna do a 2-minute long censor bleep
Yeah.
for the first.
Yeah, and then it's like, and we're back.
Yeah, we can edit all of that out if you want.
I don't know. We didn't. Did we say anything bad?
I don't
No.
know.
It was like,
We
I
didn't.
probably
Don't
said
Still
tell me
something
trying
bad.
to figure out these headphones and how this works, and I'm probably not going to talk a lot during this because this is weird.
No,
yourself.
it's great. I'm so excited. Kelsey and Kate from BuzzFeed are here. I don't want
Yeah.
to say, I mean, you guys are individual human beings outside of BuzzFeed. You're
Well, BuzzFeed got us our audience.
well, that's okay. So my first question for you guys, one, I love you guys. You are so funny.
love you.
You're so
And
like,
Jack
Oh my God,
Family.
thank you.
Love the
Big
podcast.
fan. Thank you so much.
no, I think BuzzFeed cultivates like they just like kind of pick these very interesting, talented people. They put them all in this like weird creative cesspool, and then they like
Creative cesspool.
well, because I've watched like a ton
Sure.
of videos recently, and then they all sort of like kind of mix and merge with each other and create these little pillars of things. And so you guys now have a podcast together called Adult Shit,
Yes.
which is fucking fantastic.
You were on it. You were great.
It was so fun. But how did you guys initially meet at BuzzFeed? What's your origin story?
Did we even like each other when we first met?
No, we really didn't. No, 'cause,
Really?
yeah, we were in a debatable together, and Kelsey fucking talked over me the whole time.
Yeah, I'm very
Oh.
loud.
And I was like, stop.
still
It's
That
my
was the
turn.
first time?
No,
Yeah.
I mean, like we saw each other like in, you know,
Sure.
whatever, but she was in the debatable with me, and I was like, this is,
I didn't realize
dare
this
you.
was the moment. I'm glad
Yeah.
we're hashing this out
I
here.
was
Yeah,
so
live.
mad.
get it
I was
out
like,
now.
I was in the middle of a sentence, and she just kept interrupting me. I was like, fuck this girl, man.
Wow.
So you're like, let's create
Yeah.
something where we talk together for a
Yes.
longer period of
Yeah.
time.
I think we kept accidentally getting put on projects together because Kate's a writer, I'm a producer, and we kept like with like Ladies Room.
That
We did a
wasn't
talk
accidental.
show. I thought it was
You
like
picked me for that.
I did.
Yeah, you
Well,
were
see,
like,
I know
she calls
talent
me-
when I see it.
That's
Don't
funny. It
bachelor
was
this right
accidental. I just don't know how it happened. No, you had a meeting with me.
I
and
scoped
you
her out.
said-
I said that bitch is going to be my
and you
friend.
said, no, this was the pitch. This was the pitch because we started like, it was like a video talk show. Anyway. And
It's dead. It doesn't
we
matter.
want someone who's like a co-host who's like sad and
What?
like just like the sad girl
the
the
lie.
next stall.
You're joking.
It was.
I
It
swear
took
to
place in a
God.
bathroom. It took place in the
She's like,
ladies'
we
room. It
need
was called
someone who could
ladies'
be
room.
sad
And
but
she's like,
also act. And I was like,
you.
and I'm looking around. I'm like, okay, are you guys asking me? Because there's no one else in the
Wow,
fucking room.
that's
Yeah, but
so
look at what
awkward.
happened.
Oh my
Look
God.
Yeah, wait, how
beautiful
long ago
friendship
was
that's-
this?
2 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
how
we-
long have each of you been at BuzzFeed at this point?
I've been there 3 years, which is crazy to say.
I've been there 2.5.
yeah, it must feel like you were saying earlier you didn't go to college, right?
No, well, I went to 3 and dropped out of all 3.
Okay.
You went to 3 colleges?
Yeah, I just, not for me. I
It's
always
not for
know
Yeah,
that.
it's not for everyone.
I'm not gonna make if I ever have kids by accident, I would never make them go. I would never be like, you're not gonna be anything. Because guess what? I sit next to a guy who went to Stanford, and on the other side of me is a guy who went to Yale.
No, exactly.
And every morning I just walk in and go like, sup, Benji?
No, exactly. But it feels like BuzzFeed to me because I went to college and now my job is very opposite of what a college or like normal work environment is.
Mhm.
And so going to BuzzFeed feels like a college
It really
environment.
is, yeah.
And so it feels like everyone that didn't have that experience has it on a regular basis there.
Yeah.
Because you guys all kind of know each other. You're all there and you're all commiserating.
We
about,
all
like,
wear backpacks.
Yeah. You
They
guys
gave
all-
us backpacks.
We all wear
Unless you're on
school
ladylike, you
uniform.
guys are all wearing
Yeah.
just like casual
Well,
pajama
there is
clothing.
like cliques, like not like cliques in a bad
But that's what
sense,
I'm saying.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
people,
you
like,
get put
come
on
together.
these teams and you get assigned these, verticals for using your buzzwords
Nice.
here.
Yes.
But like
Good
you
use.
really do, you find your people, but then you also get to switch every like 3 to 6 months. There's change that they mix up the teams, they mix up your
Do they
initiatives.
have a company retreat? Do they do like team building exercises in any regard?
There's no like trust falls.
I mean,
That
it feels
seems
like
silly.
BuzzFeed would have like some BuzzFeed version of
Yeah,
that.
We
you
do
would
have our
think.
team outings.
Yeah.
Where
we have team
they
outings.
give you a budget to like go bond and you can pick whatever you want to do with it.
Oh, that's cool. So what do you
people
guys do? Go
So it's
drink?
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
See, I'm one of the writers, so like that's my team, and
Uh-huh.
it's just the 4 of us. So we just go to Houston's in Pasadena
oh yeah,
every quarter.
So
that's our
that's like
thing.
elevated Chili's.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
I worked at one.
Houston's
I worked
in
at a Houston's.
Pasadena.
I worked at Houston's in Manhattan.
You've been
53rd in Lexington.
You've worked at every chain restaurant that exists.
Wait,
Yeah.
how many jobs did you have before this was your job?
I had like 6 internships when I was in college because I
Wow.
went to a small school outside of New York City, and so I was like,
Did you go to SUNY?
no, I went to a school called Ramapo. It's real.
That's not a real place.
Trust me,
That's a Hogwarts house.
I know. They had me do the commencement speech like 2 years ago, and I just like commiserated with all the kids, being like, I know you're going to go into the real world and have to explain the school that's fake that you went to, but it's okay.
You know you've made it when they ask you to come back. And
Yeah, I don't owe them
speak to
any money
kids.
ever.
Nice.
They can never call me and be
Congrats.
like, hey,
Donate.
yeah. I'm like, nope, I did it.
But you also worked at like every chain. She worked at Chili's, like 2
Applebee's,
different kinds of
Olive Garden.
Applebee's.
What was your favorite? You have to tell us.
Favorite was Applebee's.
Nice.
Least favorite, Dave and Buster's.
I'm sure
to
that
work
sucks.
Okay.
there sucks.
work there.
I
Yeah.
love.
She also worked in Philly.
I
Wait, you worked in Philly?
I worked
Yeah.
at the Dave
Kids
and
from
Buster's.
Philly.
I'm
on-
not fucking from Philly. For the love of God, I'm from Wilkes-Barre. It's 2 hours north.
Yeah, but it's basically.
It's not fucking
Yeah,
Philly.
Jack and I are also from Southern New Jersey, which is
Yeah.
also not Philadelphia and
Yeah.
not Cherry Hill, but the only like
Yep.
reasonable like landmark that we
Yep.
can give is Cherry Hill or Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people heard of Camden, but where we
Yeah.
grew up is very different than
sounds like
Camden.
Which is a tiny suburb.
Camden, that's where the Campbell Soup headquarters is.
Wow.
I'm really liking this. It reminds me of when they did a Sweaty Balls.
Sweaty Ball?
Oh,
Yeah.
Get it?
I like it so
It's
much.
very NPR of you.
Is it okay if I just do the entire
wait,
yeah,
review?
for the rest
Can
of
we
that.
talk for a second? Speaking of
Yes,
Philly,
Grace, continue.
you guys are doing your first live show.
Oh my God.
We are. It's very exciting.
I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'm sorry.
It's
No, I
somehow
like
very
it.
therapeutic and soothing.
It's not, I'm loving it. Remember when you said you like the sound of your own voice? This is the only one.
Yeah,
I
I'm like trying to get as far away as possible. I was like, oh no, and now I see why people don't like talking
I
to
kind
me.
of want to lick the microphone. Is that weird?
Do it. I want to hear what it sounds like.
No,
a
I'm
very
not gonna
Mitchell-
lick this microphone.
Very Mitchell Davis of you to do that. He always kisses the mic.
But okay, you guys are doing your
man,
first live
stop.
show.
Okay, so listen to how bananas this is.
Okay, you're doing it in Philadelphia,
Yes.
which seems a little arbitrary, but is that because that's close to where you're from, Kate?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so it's
You're
arbitrary.
Here's
gonna
what
corner that at
happened.
Wilkes-Barre
Okay,
Market.
My boyfriend
Yeah.
is a
Hell
DJ.
yeah, dude.
Your boyfriend is a DJ.
He's a
Kelsey.
DJ.
Okay.
I have a very hard time admitting that, but
Yo,
look,
his apartment looks like a DJ's apartment.
No, it's okay.
crazy.
I think
he has
Calvin
purple
Harris.
stools.
I watched, dude. I
Just milk
watched a
crates filled with
Zed
records.
documentary. I watched
Oh,
a
yeah.
Zed documentary. Zed's cool.
they can be
So-
cool. Yeah, it's not
he's
as bad as it
cool.
used to be. Like 10
Zed's
years
also
ago.
like a multi-millionaire DJ.
And also, Zed can play like every instrument known to man.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
his
Yeah.
parents are like professional like violinists and artists and stuff.
See,
Yeah.
this one's okay. He's
Yeah.
good. No, he's pretty great. But so he's doing a show in Philly, and he was
Okay.
like, "Do you want to come for the weekend? We'll make it like a little vacation."
Oh,
and
that's
I was
cool.
like, "Yes, but you have to pay for Kate to come with us."
Oh my God.
Which is so funny because I'm getting so much free stuff from not fucking someone. That's
I'm fucking that.
why
Wow.
I said her pussy must be so good.
It's
literally
very
waiting for
average. I'm
me
gonna
to
be
take a flight.
100%. I've seen a lot of pussies in my day. Mine is quite average.
Oh my
I don't
God.
think it matters how it looks. I think
Oh.
it matters how it feels.
I
Obviously,
think
I'm
it's-
not talking about the aesthetic of your pussy.
Good. I thought we were judging people based on the aesthetic of their pussy. I think it's this charming personality. Of
I
mine.
suddenly realized I'm the only male in this room.
Yeah,
but so that's what got you a show in
Yes.
Philadelphia.
Yes.
Oh,
My
good.
magical pussy.
We were
So-
going to be there anyway.
We were going to be
So,
there
like,
anyways. And our second or third biggest city is Philly. So we were like,
Oh,
That's
for like
great.
listeners?
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
yeah,
Interesting.
what up? Shout out to Philly. 'cause
So
that's where
where?
Kate's
So
from.
what venue are you doing your podcast
That's
at?
a great question. It's a brewery called
Roy
Roy
Pitts.
Pitts.
Roy
Shout
Pitts.
out to Roy Pitts for really.
I don't know if that's the real name.
It's
Well, you'll
Roy
find
Pitts.
out. You
We're
guys will
gonna
find
do
out.
it.
Well, we will put all the information for the show in the show notes, so people
thanks,
can come
man.
check it
That's
out.
really
That's
kind of
super
you.
fun.
Yeah, March
Of course.
30th.
Okay.
That's super. I mean, have you? Because I've seen that BuzzFeed has done like live shows in the past. Were you guys part of that before?
We did like
When they did, like BuzzFeed Live? Like,
yeah,
when they go,
I
wait,
saw that with because I got into a K-hole of the Try Guys at
yes,
first,
those
and
boys.
then like that
Oh.
got me back into like BuzzFeed videos because I had not watched for a while.
K-hole. I just found out what that was.
Ketamine
Oh yeah,
hole?
ketamine
yeah,
hole.
I
Yeah,
had no idea. I didn't know
I-
people snorted tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I also use
Dang.
it colloquially too much. Like
Yeah,
I
we say it all the
people
time
are like,
now.
"Wow, Grace does drugs."
No,
Like,
I've been saying it for
super
years.
hardcore.
It's like this. I got into a real like thing about this, and I just say it so casually, and then I realize like, oh no, that's a very specific drug reference that maybe I should drop from my like.
But you're not alone. I think most people still use it in that context.
It
now.
sounds cute, K-hole.
Yeah, because you're like,
I gotta do a cute hole about this.
Yeah, K for cute.
So you guys weren't part of BuzzFeed Live?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they used to have.
The Try Guys did like a strip dance or something. It was like at a theater in Los Angeles.
We've
those
done
like-
yeah, we do people who do like transformations where they'll learn how to sing in 30 days or dance in 30 days,
and then they'll do like a live
performances.
Got it. Oh yeah, because we had Ashley Perez on, and she was talking about how she did her like dance thing where she learned to dance in like 30 days.
I once did a BuzzFeed Live for.
Go on.
It was how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
And
I was
like, did this live?
This is what
Is
I
it on
thought.
Pornhub?
Dude, I was like,
this.
I was like, oh fuck yeah, free Tootsie Pop. And so I couldn't fucking. So I'm not an adult who could go buy a Tootsie Pop, but I was like, it's free. So I go into the studio and they have it set up on a fucking. What's that stand? C-stand.
Nice. Kate.
Oh, so this is live streaming your meal.
Live streaming.
Oh my God.
And so I'm starting to lick it, and I'm like, so it's not even like I could hold it. I was there going like,
Oh my God.
How long?
honestly, like
Hours, I'm sure.
like almost 40 minutes.
But that's not fair because cam girls do the same thing. They get paid way more than I'm sure that
That's
you're getting
bull-
paid.
oh,
at
and
BuzzFeed.
all of us at one point, like everyone, the guy who was recording it, everyone who was in the room, we were all like, oh no. And they like very kindly turned away. So I just had to sit there and lick this lollipop.
Oh my
They like left you in the room. They're like,
God.
it's
The worst thing
on.
is,
She's
like,
fine.
How do you like? I wasn't even on like a comfortable chair, so I could sit with like my legs crossed. So I was like straddling it with my hands on my knees, like, all right, let's just get it.
We're gonna fucking on a mission.
Oh
There's no
my
way to
God.
sexually do that.
It was like 2,000 some.
Wait,
licks, if
speaking
anyone-
of cam girls, can we tell you what Kate and I just did in the car right before we
Yeah,
walked in
I
here?
said don't tell me. Wait till we get on the podcast. Yes, please. What happened?
Do you want to know a true friend? A
Yes.
true friend is someone who will take pictures of your feet to send to an Instagram person who will pay you $60 for pictures of your feet.
Oh my God.
I've
what?
never done this before. Some young kid offered me $60 in my Venmo. I got the money.
You assume it's some young kid.
And I gotta be honest, I don't have good feet. I'll show you. You can tell the people.
No, I'm
Look at
on-
this.
They don't care.
Have you heard of WikiFeet?
Do you see that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I see it.
Have you
They're
heard of
not great.
WikiFeet?
Foot
Get
out of
on
his
there.
face.
Sorry, but they're not.
I'm not a foot guy, so I
it's
know.
okay, yeah. Apparently, this kid is, but Kate, man,
You're
she's got the
assuming it's a
lighting
kid.
right. Yeah, who
Girls
knows? who this
get
person
it.
we
is.
have very different definitions of what a friend is.
No, I'm gonna tell that story at your wedding.
Wait. So, do you get commission?
Oh, I should probably cut you in like 5%.
I think I
5%
should
of
get
your
$20.
$60.
20.
I just smell your feet.
Yeah,
Get
they
on
smell
that-
bad.
Get on that foot manager.
Yeah,
thing.
you can make some real bang.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Well, speaking
Hang on,
of
you've
like,
opened a Pandora's box. Now people are going to be messaging you all the
on
time.
Instagram, if
with
you want to pay me
Venmo.
$60, I'm not going to say no.
I was going to
requests
ask,
for your
this is
feet.
kind of in line with all of this. Like, you guys, I feel like because you work in the system of BuzzFeed where you're either producing your own content or like people are bringing you in kind of blindly to something.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have been so like raw and like stripped down and like your boundaries, I don't know where they are,
We
if
have
they
none.
exist at all.
I don't know. My therapist is trying to help me with that. I swear to God, it's all about
But that's-
boundaries.
I literally
Killing
get
me.
sucked in because I'm like, these are just people that I want to be friends with that also are just doing this
Yeah.
on the video.
Yeah.
So has there been one particular video or project that you've been part of that you're like, I can't believe I did that that exists online?
You know, I think it also comes from like, I'm the youngest child. So are you, right? I don't know if you have youngest child syndrome, but like I always was needing attention. So
Right.
it started from a place of like, I want attention. And then it kind of morphed into like, I am representing like a group of people and being,
yourself.
Yeah, and myself and kind of speaking for people that don't get to speak for themselves. But then there are, you know, where we can do videos like mental health and good
sure.
for the world. And then there's videos where I do 100 shots of half and half in under
Right.
15 minutes,
Ugh.
which was a video I did.
Oh my God.
And had,
Caroline,
I see your face. It wasn't great. I
15?
did have diarrhea for probably 5 days
In
after.
15
Oh.
minutes.
15 minutes. I did 100 shots of half and half.
Holy
Those are the
shit.
ones where I'm like, that's on the internet forever.
Yeah.
It's not cute.
What one did I? Oh yeah, my dating show.
what was
I
that?
loved it.
So the premise of the show was I'm undateable in LA, but I believe that somewhere
Her
I
words.
must be dateable.
Her words.
So I'm going to find that city. And so I went to like the two worst. I went to San Francisco and then to Portland. And I don't like go on a whole lot of dates. Like I'm not trying to date here. I mean, I
Right.
am, but I'm not
Yeah,
putting
you
in the
are.
effort. I'm not putting in the effort. I'm
Fair.
Right.
complaining
Yeah.
about not dating. But then I was like, oh, okay, if I do it for work, then I'll have to do it. And then it was way too fucking close. After like the second episode, like when we were filming the second episode, I got back, Ella came with me
Mhm.
and I got back and just cried. I was like, I hate this. I
Aw.
don't want to date these people.
No,
Oh,
but
man.
those two cities sound like kind of shitty cities
Yeah.
to try and find someone that's
but also
gonna
they had
be-
to date on camera.
Exactly.
And that's
Yeah, that's
weird
tough.
too. Because
Yeah.
it's like, why is that? What's their
There's so
intention
many
behind
layers.
it?
Yeah.
I was thinking about dating shows because I got obsessed with The Bachelor this season.
Oh my
I
fucking
heard it was
God.
pretty intense.
It was unreasonably intense. And also because Ari is so, in my mind, just a doof. And I don't understand why we're putting him up on this pedestal of
That's
him
The
being like-
Bachelor.
yeah.
I saw a tweet that was like that this guy looks old and young at the same time.
Yeah, he
it's
does.
very confusing.
He
to
looks
look
like,
at.
did you see that
I'm
tweet
gonna
about the
look him up.
dog that looks human?
Yes.
And everyone's like freaking out
Yeah.
about it. That's like Ari. When you look at him, you're like,
You're
why
like,
is this
why?
unsettling to look at this person? And it's very similar.
I found out I had a distant cousin on The Bachelor. Like
That
in
was
the
a
early
contestant?
days. Yeah, she was like one of the girls.
Whoa.
We don't talk. If that. It's
You got to
like-
reconnect.
Yeah,
Get
but
some-
That's
some of
how-
that
I mean,
skinny.
you can find
This guy, I just looked up a picture of him.
Ari. Yeah,
His dumb face.
And
he's got a punchable face.
and guess what? He proposed to someone, then took it back
Took
and
it
proposed
back.
to the other one.
Yeah,
If
it's
I had
insane.
a dollar.
And then also has been DMing all of his exes in the meantime.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Is he
he's
the
a
first
doof.
one people really hate? I feel like.
No, they've hated people in the past. There's also been because
I don't know. This guy is really big.
No, but
Getting
the
it.
one that they hate, I learned because I watched the Winter Games, which is the international version where they bring in all the bachelors
What?
and bachelorettes because it's an international series.
Oh.
And the one from New Zealand apparently had flipped a coin to find out who he's going to propose to. And they brought him into the house because
So they
his
hated him.
engagement didn't last.
Obviously.
And
Shocking.
yeah, and but all of the bachelors and bachelorettes hated him because he flipped a coin. They were like, that's like unreasonable. I'm like, you're all voluntarily on a dating show.
But
None of you can judge the other.
If
Yeah.
you could, and no one would ever know, like I feel like I want to
And
do
he
one of those
owned-
shows so bad, but
Ugh.
your career would be over. But if I was
I don't
like,
know if that's true.
if you can't- if you-
I
okay,
think it would be the
here's a-
opposite.
Okay, here's a question then for both of you. In the grand scheme of reality shows in general, we're talking like Amazing Race, Chopped, like Next,
Queer Eye.
Queer Eye.
yes,
Which one would you guys
Queer
most
Eye.
want to be on separately and or
Ooh,
together?
together, we would kill each other if we were on Amazing Race.
Yeah, Mamrie and I
I-
have created a boundary that we can't do.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's just like being honest about our friendship.
Yeah, like
we know our limits.
We know what we can do together and what
Yeah.
we can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
What would you do individually? Like, what would be the number one reality show you want to
American
be on?
Idol for you. I would pick American Idol for you. You would fucking crush. Listen to her sing. Go ahead and do the
No.
number we practiced.
Don't, you're stage bombing her.
Go on. Come on. You've been preparing for this moment for years. This is your one shot. If you don't do it now.
internal monologue. Mom said she would only love me if I sang. That's why I sing. Okay, Mom.
Go, get him.
Are we watching Lady Bird right now?
No.
But she actually is a really good singer. If you ever are drunk with us at karaoke,
I have
you
to
will
get
be
drunk
floored.
and only sing Hero by Mariah Carey.
And it crushes
That sounds-
every time.
Yeah.
I guess maybe carpool karaoke is like the only one I would
Nice.
do then.
That
I don't
sounds
really like
awesome.
reality television that much besides like Queer Eye, quite honestly.
I have to get into it. Everyone's going nuts
It's
about
insane.
it.
You,
yeah.
Once you get in, you're in the world.
I
and
know.
you'll-
I've looked at all the tweets about it, and
Mhm.
everyone's losing their minds.
Take a day. Take a day.
Yeah.
Get cozy. Just, cancel your calendar.
I
Turn
saw
your phone on mute.
Matt. What am I? Bella
Bellaside.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I saw
He's great.
his like comparison of One Direction to all the guys. on
Yes!
Queer Eye. Yeah.
It's so
It's-
it fucking holds up.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
mean, I don't even know Queer Eye. And I was like, this makes sense to me.
I somehow missed that Queer Eye came back, and like everyone's
yeah,
been talking
yeah,
about it the
that's
last
the thing,
like
yeah.
3
It's
weeks.
very 2018.
Yeah.
But
So
so
good.
you would do carpool karaoke,
Master Chef Junior.
a judge or be?
No, I want to be a kid on Master Chef Junior. Or like my full 27-year-old grown self competing with kids. It just there's no way I watch that show and not fucking cry, feel the most alive I've ever felt. It's the only time I've ever thought maybe I would have kids.
Oh,
Just so they could go on that show.
Oh
Wow.
yeah, I would want to have a like closeted gay son
Yes.
just so he can be on like Bake Off, that
Yes.
show, like
Wait,
Kids Bake
yes.
Off.
the Great British Bake Off is another reality show that I really fucking
nice.
love.
Oh, yeah.
Love
What's his face? Hollywood.
Paul Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I liked Mary
Berry. Yeah.
She'd always go, Les.
We do great
Les.
accents too, don't we?
Les.
Sometimes we just have full conversations.
I think she died.
Oh, yikes.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Okay, let's talk about HQ for a second.
Oh my fucking God. Finally.
This is so Kelsey, you won.
I won.
Congrats.
Tell them how
Thank
much.
you. $2.70.
Okay, this is my
baby.
biggest question about HQ in
Yes,
general
I can answer
because my
anything.
boyfriend plays it every single day like
It's
a
the best.
fucking lunatic,
Yes.
and I play with him when it starts to go like.
Yeah.
And also, my brother and his boyfriend like literally want to have a threesome with Scott.
Yeah, Scott Rogowski.
It's so bad,
Yeah,
and
he's
so
hot as fuck.
yeah.
Scott, if you're
Sit on his
listening,
face. Come on our podcast.
you can get it.
Come on our podcast. Please, we love you.
But that's my biggest question. It's like it's so hard to even get to question number like 6 out of 12,
Yeah.
and then when you win $2 and some cents.
And it feels the exact same as if I won $25,000. I swear to
so
God.
when
No
did
way.
this happen?
So here's the thing. It happened at work. We play at work and we don't try to cheat, but we'll
that's
yell out answers.
My thing is like if you get enough people
Yeah.
working on this,
Yeah, crowdsource.
fundamentally
Yeah.
you can win every single day and split the
You
money.
would think. Zach Kornfeld has won the most. He's won like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. He's just,
Of course
it's
he is.
like,
Corn
So he's
Diddy.
like a tenionaire.
Fucking
Yeah.
corn diddy.
he has like
Yeah.
unlimited extra lives.
Yeah,
too,
well,
'cause
so that's the
everyone
thing is
just uses-
I also tweeted it out, and so I got a couple extra lives, which is a little unfair.
I didn't know
but
that was part of it. You
on
get
this
extra
game,
lives.
I
Yeah.
didn't use any extra lives.
Like
What are-
social
I didn't even know that was
social
a-
power-ups.
Yeah, if
It's sort
someone
of like the
uses your
Hunger
code,
Games.
Yeah, if someone
tell
signs
Brooks
up.
to do this because
Yeah.
he can get mad lives.
I'm not going to tell him to do it because
You
it's
should do it then,
It comes.
and you
No,
get the
I haven't
codes.
loaded it on my phone because I'm like I need to create space.
Fair, fair. Yeah.
But okay.
Oh yeah, so I was in the office, and halfway through the game, the lunch call came for the office, and
Oh,
so the
God.
whole office clears out and goes to go get lunch.
So imagine this: the
I'm
entire
down to lunch. I'm by myself, fucking sweating. I'm talking about my hands are shaking. I got pit stains. And the 12th question comes up, and we have this rule at Buzzfeed: if you don't know, you go 3. You always pick C.
The third?
Yeah, because
Okay.
we just have this theory that it's always C when we don't know.
That's very like SAT testing.
Yeah.
theory,
I didn't go to college, so I don't know what you're talking about. But
That's
I
high
have
school.
taken
oh,
the
I was
SAT.
high the entire time I was there, so I don't even remember that. So I picked C, just being like, fuck it. Wow, another chance lost. And motherfucker, it was right, and no one was there to witness it. There was not a single person around me. I was screaming, and no one fucking heard it. It was like the boy who cried wolf. And I was screenshotting this shit, and I ran down to the lunch line, and I couldn't find any of my friends. My moment was completely, I mean, like, just thinking about it, my heart starts to race because it was that great of a moment.
Wow.
But I was just sad I couldn't share it with them.
And they paid,
Wow.
so they did pay you out.
Yeah,
So
I
it
got,
is legit.
in my PayPal, there's $2.73. Not
Sweet.
but it's
Wow.
there.
Hell yeah,
No
dude.
personalized message from Scott at all.
He
or anything?
retweeted my tweet and said "V proud." So I think he's trying to fuck. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's
That's what that
DTF.
means, yeah.
He's very Jersey Shoring you right now. I heard that he lived with his parents on Long Island
I don't care.
when he got the HQ
Don't
job.
Family man.
Yeah, no, I almost bought my brother for his birthday that was last week a Scott cardboard cutout because
Yeah.
he lives in Boston,
Yeah.
and I was gonna send it to he and his boyfriend to be like, their
Well,
birthdays are
you're
one day
welcome.
apart, and so I was like, here, you guys do whatever the
Happy
fuck you want with
birthdays.
it.
Oh,
Here,
God.
I don't want to know what you're doing.
I don't
but
wanna
go
know.
for it. Yeah, he's
Happy
like a
birthday!
cult classic now.
I love both of you, but keep it to yourselves. Okay, so a couple quick things. Kate, you recently drunk messaged Rihanna.
Yes,
Tell us about
Tell us
this.
about that.
I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, I tweeted it. So I don't know. Okay, I wasn't drinking with anyone. I was just at
Which
home.
I don't judge at all. I'm like,
Yeah.
go for it.
I was at home. I was drinking wine. I was watching TV, and then I saw Rihanna's Instagram story, and I don't know why I thought in my silly drunk head that she was in danger. Nothing. She was just posting normal stuff, and I was just like, Rihanna.
It's Rihanna.
First of all, I was like, I love you so much. You're so great. I'm such a big fan, and I will protect you at any cost.
Oh my God.
What if she responded?
Wait, you sent this message to her that you're like, she needs me right now.
And I will protect you at any cost.
Wow.
And then I woke up the next morning. I'm like, oh, I'm fucking crazy.
But that's when you wake up, hungover the next morning, you go, who did I message last night that I need to retract?
I only do that. I only fucking do that.
Yeah.
I shot my shot at someone recently. It was a no. And then every time I drink, I'm like, maybe it'll be a yes this time.
Yeah, maybe if I
this
shake
time.
this magic
Oh my
8-ball
God.
again.
Maybe this time if I say LOL, good story, he'll be like, this is who I want to mother my children.
Oh my
And then
God.
I fucking lied the other day. I lied.
About
I
about
said I was
messaging?
at a place that he was at because I was hammered drunk.
Kate!
I was like,
Wow.
because I wanted to go to that show,
But sometimes
he
you
was,
have to backtrack. Yeah.
and I was like, oh, I'm there too. And then I went, I have to unfollow this person. Just like I unfollowed them.
That's when I
Like
throw
the
my phone
second
out
I
the window.
sent it, I was like, no, Kate, fuck no, you're not 14. And you didn't even do that when you were 14. You're going backwards, dude.
Aw.
But it's
Oh my
hard.
God.
It's harder to lie because social media makes it so easy to
Yeah.
find out if someone
Yeah.
is. Have you ever done that thing where you've like made an excuse for not showing up somewhere and then you go, well, I can't social media
For the rest
anything
of the
night.
now because now
Yep.
I've told someone that I am ill and
100%.
yeah.
And then you can't gram about the cool thing that is happening.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're like, I did this to myself. Where are my boundaries and priorities?
Yeah, but
right
you know
now?
what? That's part of being an adult is canceling plans. And fuck you if you think you're not going to cancel all your plans at one point.
The greatest thing that someone can ever do is cancel plans like 2 hours before they happen.
I just got hard.
yeah.
That is my favorite fucking thing.
Yeah. I'm in that haze of like already being like, my dog is sick again. Is that what I'm going to say? How am I going to do this?
Yeah.
But it's always like I will enjoy myself if I go out, but I'm just so comfortable in my state right now
Yes.
that I
Mhm.
just selfishly want to continue this. And then when they do it for you, it's like, oh, they don't know
It's
what
the
a gift they're
universe.
giving.
It's the universe working in your
Yeah,
favor.
John Mulaney has a really funny joke about it. He's like, if I don't do drugs, but if heroin feels anything like canceling plans. Wait, no, I'm combining two jokes. I'm also
Oh, wow.
combining,
That was talent.
or maybe that is, you know what?
It's pretty
Look it
close.
up.
It's pretty close. That's very close to the joke.
You like John
Yeah,
Mulaney?
I
He's my favorite
love John
comedian.
Mulaney.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Then I get it, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that what it is? Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Because I think Gerard Carmichael has one also pretty similar.
He's like it as far as like the satisfaction like of like instant gratification, nothing tops canceling plans last
Yeah.
minute.
yeah, yeah.
That's the John Mulaney.
Oh,
We
version
nailed
of
it. We
It was-
nailed it.
It was
collectively.
Gerard Carmichael who had the one. It was like if doing heroin is anything like finding a phone charger when you're on 1%.
Oh,
I get it.
yeah.
That
That's
was
funny. Both good jokes.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Kind of HQ related, you winning money. If you guys could predict for each other what the other would do when they won the lottery, what would you say?
My first instinct would be like, she would save it, but that's not true at all. Oh man, you would freak out. You would immediately like go to therapy to plan. You're like very good with your
plan.
planning.
Or
I
with
feel
just
like-
like
I don't think you know me
Huge-
at all.
All
hear
right,
more
so
about it at their
what-
live show.
what-
Then
so-
you'd go buy shit on
So
ASOS.
if you were like the trustee who was in charge of the money she won,
yeah, okay.
how would you allocate the money she
I would
won
let her
for
go. I would let her go cray cray on ASOS.com.
Oh,
I would
it's
let
the
you have as much as
best.
you want for that.
You won't let me go to Top Shop?
No.
What the fuck?
You can get so much more on ASOS,
Yeah.
same quality.
Yeah.
The
good
shirt,
returns.
ASOS.
There you go. See?
Love it.
True, I think these pants might be from ASOS.
Okay, Kate,
The boots
if you were in control of Kelsey's lottery winnings, what would you let her do with them?
Would I let her do with them?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Oh, you
how would-
son of a bitch.
How would you allocate
I was
her
kind to
funding?
you. I let you have what made you happy.
I would let her have, whatever she wanted, but she'd have to do a dance for it.
That's
Oh my
rude.
God.
You know I can't dance. That's
no,
like
it's
really
like the
rude.
dance is a metaphor. Like I'd make you dance for
Oh
it.
wow, that's even ruder.
I don't know what you would do. It'd just be like,
How
okay.
the fuck are you in charge of my money? Why who came
Ask
up with this
Grace.
scenario?
I mean, how is HQ a thing? The world doesn't understand.
Did you see they gave someone $25,000 one person?
Yeah.
On Sunday?
He was
I
on the
saw-
toilet.
I didn't know. I didn't see the follow-up. I saw that it was going to happen. That they were
It's
gonna-
pretty big.
And that if it didn't happen, they were going to like roll it around to the next week.
Yeah.
So we'll be right back with more from Kate and Kelsey, and maybe Scott will show up at some point.
If that fucking happened, Grace, I swear to God.
Yeah, if I Ellen'd you right now,
Oh
just
my
had Scott
God.
Rogowski
If
run
he's-
like Kool-Aid Man through the walls of the
He's just
studio.
hanging up there.
Yeah. He's
I
been
would
here
shit
the whole
myself.
time.
Yeah, wow.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with more Not Too Deep.
Not too deep.
You guys, when it comes to bra shopping, it's all about finding the right fit for you. And boy, do I know this. There's only one lingerie brand that offers bras in sizes AA through G, and that is Third Love. They use thousands of real women's measurements and super smoothing memory foam to create bras that fit and feel great. They have sent me these bras in the past, and I can attest that they are absolutely wonderful. And this is coming from a woman that only wears sports bras because I've just given up. While most old school bra brands only carry 15 sizes, Third Love offers 60 sizes, including half cups, which no one else does. And they know that there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering all of you beautiful listeners 15% off of your first order. To find the bra that you've been waiting for all your life, all you have to do is answer a few simple questions from Third Love's Fit Finder quiz. It takes 60 seconds. You can do it from home. There's no awkward fitting room person-to-person experiences ever that you'll have to deal with. I love that. So try a Third Love bra. It's so comfortable. You might forget you're wearing it. And if you don't agree, returns and exchanges are easy and free. This year, make the change that will change the way you think about bras. Go to thirdlove.com/grace now to find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/grace, thirdlove.com/grace.
Not too deep.
This episode of Not Too Deep is brought to you by our good buddies at Audible. Audiobooks are great for helping you be a better you, whether you want to feel healthier, get motivated, or learn something new. And with an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original audio shows, news, comedy, and more, Audible has all the audio content you need to start your year off on the right foot. And here's the thing, guys. I'm a big fan of audiobooks and audio content, obviously because I'm a podcaster, but also because I drive a lot. And it's a great way to consume things while you're on the go, whether you're on the subway or you're walking or you're on the bus or you're driving. It's a great way to consume things. And if you're interested in trying out Audible, you should, because they've got books of all types. I don't know about you, but I try to alternate between fiction and nonfiction. So the last two books that I have enjoyed were Casino Royale, which is on my sort of fiction side. I enjoy listening to spy novels and crime novels. And Casino Royale, obviously, is the famous James Bond book. And I also am reading a book called You Need a Budget, which is all about managing your personal finances. And it's a great way to sort of learn how to become debt-free and whatnot. And so these titles and many, many, many more are available. There's also books about becoming a healthier person, a more successful person, a more inspired person. So check it out. And whether it's on your phone or through your car or from a tablet or at home on an Amazon Echo, you can get tons of books while doing almost anything. So it's not just driving or walking or riding. It's also if you're washing the dishes or cleaning. It's just a great way to consume content. And Audible even lets you switch seamlessly between your devices, picking up exactly where you left off. Now, if you want to start your 30-day trial and your first audiobook for free, go to audible.com/NTD or text NTD, which stands for Not Too Deep. Text NTD to 500-500. That's right, you can text now and get your free trial for Audible. So that's audible.com/NTD or text NTD to 500-500 for a 30-day trial and a free first audiobook. You can do it with audiobooks.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah, we're back.
With more Kelsey and Kate. And two questions that I ask every single guest that is on the podcast. And the first one is, who in the world, alive or dead, would you most want to throw cold spaghetti at?
I love cold spaghetti.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like this is a compliment, not an insult.
It's totally up to your own interpretation.
Oh, shit.
I want to throw cold spaghetti at.
And it obviously changes based on your mood. It can be just for today.
What kind of spaghetti?
Oh, yeah, there's
It's
a
up to you.
helicopter circling above us. I don't know why.
Ooh.
They found me.
They found our,
Bet you guys
our
haven't heard
bunker
that
that
joke
we're in.
before. Fuck.
Well, it's a testament to how soundproof the studio is.
Okay.
You can barely hear it.
I got mine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Who's yours?
Mine's
Kelsey?
gonna be Michael B. Jordan because I think throwing cold
Oh.
spaghetti at someone is like kind of a way of like when peacocks go by and put their feathers up and like
Yeah.
want to mate. So I'd hope that he would take this as a compliment and like an offering that I would like to have sex with him.
Okay.
So Michael B. Jordan is my answer.
It's a good answer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Lots of thought put.
I think it might be fun to chat with Abe Lincoln while I'm throwing rigatonis in his mouth.
So you want to have a full conversation, but while you're
But
just
I think it would be
tossing-
as natural as breathing.
Yeah. All right. That paints a very beautiful image in my head.
And he's dressed the way Lincoln is only portrayed, like in his
The
long
top
black
hat.
coat and
oh
his
yeah,
top
he's
hat.
Daniel Day-Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he has to hold on to his hat every time he goes to catch a rigatoni.
No, it stays.
Oh,
I mean,
it's
you
built
guys
into his
have
head.
all the resources
And we're
at BuzzFeed to
laughing.
make this happen.
We're laughing and laughing, and we're just having
You're
fun.
just gossiping.
And we're gossiping. And then he takes his hat off and he's like, "Can I get real for a second?" And I'm like, "Please, Abe. Abe, baby."
You guys call each other that?
Yeah, then we do a couple shots of absinthe.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then we
Ooh,
get-
very specific.
Not even weird, like physically, but weird, like, let's explore the universe together.
Mm.
The
I
thoughts
think-
of the universe.
I mean, that seems like a BuzzFeed series if I've ever heard
Yeah.
it.
Listen, I've been trying to make the ghost of Aristotle a thing. But then Big Mouth came out and they have the ghost of fucking.
Yeah. John Mulaney. Another
Yep,
great.
John Mulaney.
So good.
I'm pissed about it. My friend writes for that show too, and I'm furious.
Hey,
No,
Brett, they
stole
I've
it.
been trying.
But that's
for
not Aristotle. Isn't that what's his
Duke
name?
Ellington.
Duke Ellington.
But
Yeah.
the thing is that I've been
Very
pushing
different people.
Yeah, only
But
one
also
ghost is
now, if
allowed.
you do it, it's
silly
gonna seem
ghost
like a,
content
yeah.
for a
Yeah.
really long time, and everyone was like, "Kate," and I'm like, "I'm fucking serious."
And then they did it, and you
And
were
then
like,
they did it, and everyone was like, "That is a real, very." And I mean, they, fucking, I'll never get over it. Wait, what was
I'm
the
really,
question?
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to bring up such a sore subject
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Okay.
I brought it up. I'm just not okay with this.
No,
I'm
the more you talk about it, the less
Yeah.
weight it has in your life. So
Yeah.
keep venting.
Get it out.
If you don't
keep
do the
putting it in.
idea right now, someone else is going to think of
Yes,
Put
that-
that on
turn
a
it into
fucking
some advice.
it. Yeah.
Don't do what I did. And sell it as merch, which, by the way, you have merch.
Oh my God, I sent you some. Did you get it?
No.
Oh,
but
shit, this
I
is
saw,
awkward.
I
I
saw
sent you
photos.
some.
I haven't checked my mailbox actually for a couple
That
days.
could be
so
it.
I'll
Yeah,
check it.
go
But
get it.
You have
Shopkidbell.com.
Anxiety Queen?
Yes. Okay. And of course, like when people
It looks super
it's
cool.
super cute, and it's part of the proceeds go to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and it's supposed to be about like destigmatizing and kind of owning your anxiety and not being afraid of it. So
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
someone that wants to do that, go get it.
Where can people get it? If they-
Shopkidbell.com. I don't know why I'm staring at you. Sorry. Kid with 2 Ds. She's an incredible
But it's-
artist and
We'll
activist.
put the,
and
we'll
she's
put
really
the
great.
link in the show
Oh my
notes.
God, you guys.
And it's also like
I'm
in
so
your
wet right
descriptions everywhere, right?
Yeah, it's everywhere. You can't miss it. Just find it.
It's super, super cute. I
And
was looking
soft,
at it
and you're
yesterday.
getting some, so.
Sweet. Okay. Speaking of soft, here's the other question I ask every single guest on the podcast is to tell us your worst pants shitting story
yeah.
or close call, but you can only use 3 words or 3 small phrases. So mine is college jogging front lawn.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
close call, whatever's in your brain.
I told my pants shitting story on our podcast, but oh wait, there's another one.
Oh no.
So if you've heard that one, that is not this one. So I guess mine would be, speaking of anxiety,
Uh-huh.
frat boys,
Ugh.
golf course.
Oh
Oh,
God.
okay. That
Mm.
is going to make me shit my pants.
Oh.
No follow-up questions.
Yeah, no, you don't need it. Whatever you're thinking, that's exactly what happened.
Sick. False fart.
Oh, no.
Oh, sick poops are the worst. Sick poops smell way different
I
than
mean, I
regular
really
poops.
thought, and the thing is, wait, we don't have to go into the story.
No, okay, we'll leave it lingering.
It's just that it happened twice in one day. I thought it was a fart. Like I just didn't learn my lesson.
Shit your pants twice in one
And I was
day.
like, really? Okay, you deserve this second
Yeah.
one then.
It's a personal karma that came back around. Now we have a little segment that's called This is Curious, where we look back at something
Oh,
you posted online,
Oh no.
either recently
Oh,
or far
no.
back, and we just wanted to figure out like what this is
Oh,
curious.
no.
What was the point of what's happening behind the story.
It's actually my nightmare.
So the first, honestly, they're both from 2018. They're tweets that both of you have done. So
Kate's like crying.
and none of these are defaming in any way. Kelsey, this is a tweet from you. It says, it's from February 25th, 2018. The more you love someone, the bigger their dick is.
Okay, listen.
So this is curious. What is happening here?
Okay, I have this theory.
Okay.
Like,
this is
dick
also
size-
at like 1 p.m., so it's not like a late night tweet.
This is a well thought out theory that I have discussed amongst friends.
You're sitting at your desk in BuzzFeed tweeting this.
Yes. I have this theory that like dick size don't matter. You know what I mean? Like it really is about the size of the fight in the dick. It's not about the size of the dick. And so my thing is like, when you're in love, it doesn't matter what their dick do, you know, because like in your mind.
Oh, I see.
That was in my mouth. She just coughed into my mouth.
Yeah, they're real friends.
Surprise cough.
Oh my God.
Kelsey is literally momagering Kate right now. She coughed directly into Kate's mouth.
I'm just trying to keep her antibodies up to
Damn
date.
it.
Oh man. Dicks, you know what the
get
the
back to
more
it.
in love you are, that is the best dick. You don't care what it looks
Okay,
like.
so you're talking like the correlation is the more you love someone emotionally,
Yes.
symbolically,
Emotionally,
the
it
bigger
makes
the
them
dick
have a
is.
huge cock.
That dick is that dick. And that, like, I just was thinking about it. I was like, damn.
When you die, that's going to be one of your famous quotes.
Put it on my head.
Like that's when
But
kids are
also-
going to be like, Kelsey Darragh died. I loved her. She lived to be 88. What are some famous quotes? That dick is that dick is that dick.
First one.
Put it on a shirt. It's my next merch.
Right on
coming out.
Brainy
Right? Get that on the shirt.
I stand by it. Do you guys agree?
I mean,
It's hard to argue.
I understand now that it's been explained.
Thank you.
But at first
sorry,
I was
that
like,
no context. You can see why it's confusing.
I was like, what BuzzFeed video is this for? Because that's also the thing about you guys at BuzzFeed. I don't trust any of your
No,
Instagram
you
accounts. I
shouldn't.
don't trust anything you guys are tweeting because I assume that they're all for a long-term video.
Yep, we're
that
tricky.
like I've learned not to trust Ella's Instagram
Ella's-
at all
Ella's
because they're always like
We're
after the
shiesty.
fact, like I did Kim Kardashian poses for a week when I'm like,
Yeah.
Ella's getting it, get it, girl. And it's like,
She's really
oh no, she's
feeling
doing a
herself.
social
Yeah,
like
yeah.
experiment.
Love
Okay,
BuzzFeed.
Kate, this is a tweet from you
Oh,
from
no.
January 5th, 2018 at 10:46 a.m. Nobody at work understands how cool my coat is. So this is curious. What is that?
I wish I brought that coat. So
What
it's
is
an oversized denim coat with a bunch of pearls and rips on it.
I love that coat.
So this is just a personal message to everyone that you work
Well,
with.
when I walked in,
the shit out of us.
yeah, because I walked in and no one complimented me on it. And then if anything, they like looked at, they like the other people I sit with, the writers, they kind of looked at it like, well, that's a jacket, which is not a compliment.
No, it's a choice. When people
You're
say
like,
that.
it's always weird when people notice something, but they don't say positive things in
and
the noticing.
I said that they were cowards.
Wow, damn.
Yeah, and you basically said it on Twitter too. So
They
drag
need to know.
them,
Now they know.
drag them, name names.
Garrett Werner, he's the one who didn't like it. And Garrick Bernard.
Wow, all of your coworkers.
Drag them. Okay, now we're going to get into Twitter questions. We got a ton of Twitter questions
Love
for you
Twitter.
guys. And you've probably answered a lot of these in the past, but not on this podcast. So let's do it. The first one is from I Heart AJ Lee 1. What is your favorite and least favorite fetish? And he hashtagged it in too deep.
Oh,
All right. Nice.
Is it sexual fetish?
I would assume
Whatever
that
you want
this
it
is
to
like,
be.
what is, I would say you can if you want to go there, but also like favorite, least favorite, just like life thing that brings you joy and hate.
Mm.
I would say like habits
Okay.
more.
I don't think that's what he intended. I think he did want to
Hashtag
know.
in too deep
I think
isn't about just like
I think
pure,
he does
like,
want to know your sexual
I'll do
fetishes.
sexual because I feel like I don't know. That's me.
Get it, girl.
Least favorite sexual fetish is anything with
Vomit.
Ew.
Okay.
Sorry. Fecal matter.
Yeah.
We've all seen it. See,
Yeah,
we've
that's
all
gross.
seen it. I think I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you.
I actually have never seen that video.
Two girls, one cup. No,
Yeah,
I haven't
no.
looked at it.
I've never
the
seen it.
goddamn.
No,
goddamn.
Never.
Before I leave this, before I leave this little
Absolutely
warehouse.
No, it's the worst.
Go on,
I mean,
girl.
No, thank you.
I
Nope.
understand it enough, and I have an active imagination enough that I can imagine
Yeah.
what it is.
Wait,
I
you
don't
haven't
need to
seen
see
it either?
I've seen the reaction videos. I don't need to see it.
I
Yeah, you don't
reacted
need to see
to
it.
it without
Everyone
even looking
throws
at it.
up.
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
God,
that's
so gross.
that's burned into my brain for
All
like
right, so
6
that's your least favorite.
Okay, least favorite. I
That
think
seems
my
like a popular choice.
Yeah, my favorite fetish. Oh, this is gonna sound cheesy. I like love making fetish. Like people when they just really make love. Like
Okay.
love making porn is nice to watch.
Love
Damn,
making
you've
porn.
changed.
Whoa.
You've so changed.
Like there is a category called love
Hollywood
making.
changed.
Yeah, it really is, and it's like it's a little more intimate.
It's
not-
people that are just connecting on an emotional level.
Yes, emotional connection is my fetish.
Got it.
It's my favorite.
So you're
fetish.
just a human being.
Yeah, cool. Is that what that is? I didn't
I'm
understand
a
these
human that's looking
feelings.
for love. I don't know.
I didn't get that for a while. I'm really changed. You're right.
I'm glad that porn has taught you that
Yeah.
that's what you want. in life.
Hashtag what porn taught me. What about you, Kate?
Oh my god. Okay. They're all embarrassing. Fuck it. I don't know why, but I get really turned on by travel shows.
Yeah.
No, like voyeurism of like people doing stuff out in the world and like
Yeah.
living a life that is like
Yeah.
full and rich and interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I watch YouTube videos.
Dude.
But I'm like, look at these people doing shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hungover in my house being like, you can get ready by 2 p.m.
We are who we are. Don't try and fight it.
So I guess that's my favorite fetish. And then the one I'm embarrassed about
Or that you hate.
that I hate.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, getting turned on by travel videos doesn't embarrass you?
No. I get turned on by a lot of weird stuff.
I mean, we've all seen Anthony Bourdain. My God, right? Jesus.
Right?
Who wouldn't sit on that?
My least favorite fetish. I don't even know. I don't
mean,
even
I
know
will
where to
say-
begin to answer this question.
I will say the feet thing is such a weird thing.
Yeah.
I understand that people have
Mhm.
their own stuff, but for me, it does not compute
don't
or
get it.
connect
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
There's a website called WikiFeet
Yes,
that like years
I'm
ago
on
someone
it.
told me, same.
What
And
the fuck?
Someone told me years ago, they're like, you're on WikiFeet. I have the grossest, like you were saying, I have the grossest feet of all
disgusting feet.
time. I think I've gotten like 3 pedicures in my entire life.
Wow.
And also-
trash person.
Literally, I'm a garbage pail human. And
Wow.
so I literally have half a toenail on my big
Yeah.
toe because I was running out to get my dog who was running at the fire department that came to my house because a smoke alarm went off. And like she was going
Classic.
to attack them and I had to run out and I like fell trying to get her. And so like half my toenails
your
ripped off.
toenail.
And that's the photo that's on WikiFeed.
But no, the photo that's on WikiFeed is even grosser. It's literally me like on a carpet like years and years ago, like not understanding what I'm doing. And like I'm wearing gross like sandals that clearly aren't the right size. And my toes are just like shoved into them and like spilling over the side. And they're just like zoomed in. I'm like, this is the grossest website of all time.
And they're like
Happens.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Ugh.
There's no men on WikiFeed, right?
I haven't looked at it.
It's just
to
like
be-
Probably
it's
run by
men who are into
But if you
women's
are,
feet,
if
right?
you are
Hearing of what you
identifying
feet.
as women and you are into feet fetish, can you DM me? Because I'd love to have you on the podcast to talk about it.
yeah.
We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think people who are into feet love talking about feet.
Yeah,
I don't know what you just
but
opened
like
up.
a woman specifically. Like
Oh,
we
a
know,
woman who's
we
into
always
feet?
assume that it's like creepy, weird guys. But I'd like to talk to a lady. Who's
Oh, for
into it.
sure.
That must exist. There must
Oh,
be
for
women
sure.
that are into feet.
For sure,
Yeah.
Like
underrepresented.
Men, do you think there are women that are into men feet?
Yeah, we
Really?
just don't see enough of it in the media.
Okay.
You know, this is Hollywood's problem.
Right?
This is
Yeah,
be
this
part
is
of the solution.
representation issue we should be fighting
Yeah.
for. That's it.
Yes, this
Yeah.
is the
This
one.
is it.
Okay, here's an interesting question.
Uh-oh.
That girl Kiki20 wants to know which character in Friends do you think you are, and who do you think the other person is?
Good
Damn.
question.
Let's go with who do you think the other person is first, and then who you think you are, and see if the other person got it.
Ooh, it's like the
correctly.
Okay, let me
newlywed
think.
game.
Let me think.
Yeah.
Let me think who she is.
Get who you think you are.
What?
You've never watched Friends?
I never watched it
Oh no.
I'm not a person that judges people
Okay.
that are like.
Then,
you.
then
Okay,
you're
no.
Gunter.
because she
Gunther,
yells at
yeah.
me.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Cool, I'm Gunther.
Do you
Shoot out.
understand though, like the broad?
I think you're
Character?
Phoebe, right? That's like obvious.
Yeah.
What
I
did you
guess.
think you were?
I guess I think I'm a weird mix of Phoebe and Monica.
Yeah, I feel like you're kind of a mix of characters, and it's
Yeah.
hard to be just one specifically.
Yeah, those are so like outdated stereotypes, right? I don't know. I've never seen the show.
I think you're
What?
Joey and Ross.
Oh no!
What do you mean? No, is that a bad thing?
It's just a weird combination.
What the fuck? I thought we were friends.
I'm
it.
fucking
you're,
around.
You're smart and
Oh, well, thank you.
lovable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grace
There you
putting a
go.
positive spin on it. You're insulting me.
Yeah, as
here
long
right
as you're
now.
Ross in like the early seasons,
Okay.
not when he descends into his own madness.
Oh,
by
wait,
the
that
end
is
of it.
me. Yeah. I'm
There you
100% that person.
Let's see. Albie02 wants to know, what is the best airport?
Oh,
Do you guys travel together a lot?
we have not, but we're going to start touring.
Yay.
So watch over that.
I really like the Atlanta airport.
That's the biggest hub in the country.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from Tampa, and Tampa was voted like best airport in the country for a few years.
Really?
So I'm going to go with my hometown, Tampa, TPA, good old
There you go. What
Tampa
about
airport.
worst? Have you guys ever had like a standout travel moment?
Montrose, Colorado. They can go fuck themselves. I
I didn't even know that. I've never heard of that.
It's literally 3 terminals, and I once didn't have my ID, and legally you're allowed to fly without
Yeah.
an ID.
Yeah.
You,
You
just
can
have to go.
Mamrie has literally looked up her own Wikipedia page and been like,
Oh,
this is
no.
me.
See,
Because she didn't have her ID.
I didn't go that far, but I was that fucking close because they were like, you can't fly. And the closest city is 2 hours away.
Oh, shit.
So I literally, what saved me was my antidepressant pills in my carry-on. I had my name on it.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, fuck you, to the guy after arguing with them for like 45 minutes. So
Yeah.
fuck you, Montrose Airport.
There's so many layers to this.
I feel like I don't like the Vegas airport.
Oh, it's sad.
It's sad and it's like it's just when you show up for some reason it's like the arriving flights it's fun.
Yeah.
You know, and there's like the little slot machines and you don't see the sadness.
Oh, yeah.
But then when you're leaving, you're like, oh no.
It's literally like you took your sunglasses off and
Also-
you're like, oh my God, I'm staring directly into
Yes.
the sun right
and
now.
everyone's hungover and everyone's sad and somehow it's like my bag got searched because I had like equipment in it.
Yeah.
It took, honest to God, just going through TSA, there was 5 of us, just total in line, not together, not
Oh my
traveling together,
God.
just 5 of us, and it still took like 45 minutes.
Ugh.
Jesus.
They were just sort of like, meh.
They're tired.
They've seen everything in a suitcase,
Yeah.
I'm sure. But also the saddest part in the Vegas airport are the people that are playing the slot machines in the airport.
Oh,
Yes.
God, I
That's-
know.
Yeah,
I
who
mean, it's
hasn't?
fun if you're like leaving, but the people that are like clearly middle-aged people that are like, I get
Coming
one
to the
last hurrah
airport?
before I have to get on a plane, or I gotta start playing immediately. I just touched
Oh,
down,
Yeah,
and
either
I
way,
can't
it's
wait.
sad.
Yeah.
That part, and like
Oof.
also the smoke boxes, I think are really funny.
Oh,
You go smoke in
yeah.
these like clear rooms that are just like
Gross.
boxed in. It's just like
So
Vegas
gross.
is crazy.
We have vapes now. People stop smoking cigarettes. Vape.
What?
Wow, I
It's
can't
so
believe
not
I'm
the
just
same.
promoting that. But I think it's so much more efficient. It smells better. It's easier to carry. You don't have to go in a clear. Sorry, I didn't mean to promote vaping. It's still a douchey thing to do.
Get
but
it.
do it.
Get it. Okay, this I think is specific, but you tell me. It's from Brooke Taylor. She says. She
Hi,
says, have you ever had a bad experience with a denim jacket, particularly
Oh
a
my
Calvin
God,
Klein
that
one?
bitch. She fucking knows what happened. So remember I said there was 2 pants shitting stories?
Yes.
That was the first one.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Remember those awesome Calvin Klein
Yeah,
jackets
that we got at VidCon. Yeah.
Mine said boss ass bitch on the back.
Yeah.
And
She
I
shit
needed
it.
to change it to boss ass shit because I took a giant dump on the 101 in my car into that jacket.
No.
And that story's already out there, so I can just really give you those talking points.
But also, like, thank God the jacket was there.
thank God. And
Yeah.
Calvin Klein sent me a new one.
Just when you thought the 101. That's what my least favorite road in the world. is the
101's out.
101.
Yeah, back from Studio City. You can-
Ugh.
Yeah.
And
But
being
thank you,
stuck
Brooke.
on the 101, having to shit, is like
no,
my worst
sweat
nightmare.
Oh,
shits.
yeah.
Sweat shits.
The ones where
Oh,
you're like,
brutal.
thank God I'm
yeah.
in my own car.
Brutal.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll clean this out if I need to.
Yeah.
But
I
like,
did. I needed to. It happened.
Oh God.
But yeah,
I'm so sorry.
I told that story in a codeine induced sickness. We had to record the podcast
Oh,
over
shoot.
the holiday break, and I was on a ton of cough syrup, and
Oh,
we
God.
were talking, and I was like, you know what? fuck it, I'm human. I'm gonna tell you this fucking story, and then
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's the reason that we asked the pants shitting story on this podcast is that literally everyone, if they don't have there's been a handful of people that have not had it. And it's like, those are the true sociopaths, psychopaths that you don't want to be necessarily that close with.
Yeah.
Or they've just repressed it deep down and aren't admitting to it.
I can't remember it.
Okay, maybe you can give us broad strokes. You don't have to go into full detail, but illuminate.
Illuminati.
Yeah, the Illuminati wants to know your worst date. If there's one that immediately comes to mind, and you don't have, you can go broad strokes. Same with like the pants shitting story, like just a couple words.
Yeah, I'm just looking at you.
It's about the guy with the cookie.
Oh boy.
What?
Oh boy. I don't know what that means.
The night I lost my virginity.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you call your virginity the cookie?
No. I was
Oh, Jesus.
I was on a mission to fuck.
Wait, I feel like you've said this. Have you told this in a BuzzFeed video?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I might have watched this.
Yeah. Anyway, long story short, this guy who was first runner up was late. He stopped at Cantor's to get a cookie, and he showed up with like neon glasses, like neon sunglasses. And it was nighttime. I was like, oh, this can't be it. You know, like I can't. I want it to be tonight, but not this. I'm not fucking someone in neon sunglasses. I didn't wait this long. And he tried to put a cookie in my mouth, and I was like, I don't want that. It's like it's also like dry and weird. And anyway,
Weird offering.
he called me a bitch too, and he left.
Oh.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, he called me a bitch because I was.
No, don't fuck that guy.
Yeah, I told
don't
him
fuck that
it
guy.
didn't
Don't
matter.
do
It doesn't
it, yeah.
matter. But yeah, that was the worst date.
Wow, that's terrible.
That's like one of those things where the guy is truly trying to be memorable, and you're
Yeah.
like, this is not the right way to be remembered. What if
He also
you're a
told me
human?
to quit comedy and join the government.
Oh, so he owns a
What?
cult somewhere.
Yeah, goodbye.
He's got a cult called the
Goodbye.
government.
Yeah.
Wow, he's just a winner all across the board.
What, did you find him on Bums?
Bumble. No,
On
Tinder.
Bums.
Tins.
Tins.
It was on the
Tinder.
tins.
On
Not the bums,
Tins.
the
Not
tins.
the bums.
How about you, Kelsey? Is there any log line for worst date
I'll
story?
give you just the top line. It
Yeah.
was a guy who proceeded to do cocaine the entire date we were on.
Oh, God.
And then got arrested for selling cocaine after the date was over.
Wow.
He's still in jail.
Wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was 21. I had just moved out to LA, and he was like, I'm a musician and I have a motorcycle. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He was a criminal. So,
Wow.
Wow.
Well,
He was
okay.
turned out to be a drug dealer.
yeah.
At least, I mean, you weren't part
Didn't
of the
fuck him. Didn't fuck
arresting.
him. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here's another question. This is from Taylor Cody 13.
Taylor.
Kate.
Cote, when was the last time your wig was fully snatched?
I don't understand
These
this.
kids and their lingo.
My interpretation of that phrase is like, when was the last time that you were truly like, oh my God, like a moment that you couldn't believe was happening?
That's what it means?
Yeah, like my wig was snatched. Like
Okay,
whole,
got it.
like,
Totally taken off guard.
Yeah.
Got it.
Last night I met Karamo from Queer Eye.
oh.
And I usually don't get starstruck. I can like talk to people. I think people are just people. But this man was so goddamn beautiful. He was standing there like a statue and he just stood out above everyone else. And I was like, and I like breathed really heavily in his face and asked for a picture with him. And like, yeah, I was,
But that's,
my
I mean,
wig was snatched.
That's the weirdest thing. I'm with you because we work in like the digital
Yeah.
world so much that you're like, I'm so used to like people creating things and doing stuff. And then when you catch yourself being like, I want to ask this person for a photo.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
so
feel like,
embarrassing.
yeah. And you're like, but I want it so bad
Yeah.
that I don't know what outweighs what.
No,
That, like,
you're
do I
like,
play
this
it
is worth the
cool?
awkwardness to put on the gram for
Yeah.
all to see. That was my wig snatching moment.
I don't love the phrase.
Okay, then when was the last time that you were truly shocked or caught off
Shooketh?
guard?
Yeah, when was the last time you were
Shooketh.
shooketh? These terms.
But that's what I feel like you guys live in a different bubble than everyone else, where you
Yeah.
guys are constantly doing shit that normal people
Yeah,
would
no,
be
it's not
completely
normal.
caught off. I know. That's I'm like, your level of like what you imagine is like
Right.
crazy.
Our
is
boundaries and
so-
morals
You know what?
are
I think I've
stretched and pushed.
really spent my life hoping that I could be shocked, and I haven't been. I've been asking for a surprise party for Years.
You've been asking for it?
Year-
Wait, your
this year,
birthday's coming up.
I know. I'm just gonna plan my fucking own surprise. So all I want is to be surprised for someone to put in the goddamn effort.
Noted, guys. Noted.
It's on record here.
Yeah.
When's your birthday? April, don't tell me. 7th,
No,
9th,
no.
13th,
You were so close. You literally skipped
6th.
around it.
8th.
Yes.
Thank you for going on that journey, guys.
Wait, well, okay, so let's go into that. What was your best birthday party that you've ever had?
Oh, balls. I had a pretty great one this last year. I got how many? 30 to 40 of our closest friends and coworkers to take a party bus to medieval times.
Oh,
Ooh.
I fucking love
yeah.
medieval times
Yeah.
so much. That sounds perfect.
Yeah, that was
That was
pretty
my
fun.
best birthday too.
Wait, so you guys were all in one night section,
Yes,
basically?
yes, and like just the most ratchet I've ever been in my life.
Also,
Just
I took part of her cake before they were done singing.
it was like a gaggle of like white people mostly in the group.
Yeah.
And when they hand out those photos at the end of the night, they
Oh,
gave us the wrong gaggle of white people. So we went home with like 6 copies of somebody else's event night, and they probably got ours.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's
It
pretty
was just a
perfect,
disaster.
though.
Yeah, but that was a good birthday. I had
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, it's so fun. Yeah, medieval
Yeah.
times is the goddamn best.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. They're having queens now instead of kings.
Goddamn right, 2018.
Yeah, it's gonna be the queen
gotta go
that's
for that.
the
I
narrator
wonder if
of
we could
it.
tweet
Brilliant.
at them and get
Hell
them to
yeah,
invite
dude.
us.
Oh, right. Surprise Kate with it for her birthday.
You ruined it,
Sorry,
Grace.
sorry. My bad. Okay, last question, and then we'll give you guys your gift for being here
What?
as wonderful, wonderful guests.
What?
Um,
We didn't bring you anything.
You gave me your time, and that is
Oh,
invaluable
That's
to
true.
me. So
We're
thank you.
very busy.
No, I know you guys have real jobs.
Yeah, it is
I
crazy.
know.
We do
That's
have to
why
go
I'm
back
like-
to work.
I'm like, they really can be here. Okay, they're not. Zay isn't like
Yeah.
texting them. Okay, Oof Girl wants to know: Did y'all keep diaries as
fun
diaries
stuff.
as teenagers? If so, how recently did you look back on it?
Go ahead.
You guys both-
I still keep diary, or I call them journals now. Once you hit 20, they become journals.
yeah. Okay.
But
And the manifestos.
yeah,
that sound
yeah,
like-
yeah, and then my autobiography, and then my suicide note. So I had a diary that I found that I opened up a couple weeks ago for a video actually,
Mhm.
and in it, I was really into church as a kid.
Okay.
So I was writing about how, and mind you, I'm probably like 7 or 8 years old.
Sure.
How my mom was a fucking bitch because she wouldn't take me to church that night.
Oh my god.
So that's the kind of kid I was.
Wow.
Dang.
And boy, can I just say too, I wouldn't have been friends with me like even 5 years ago, let alone fucking as a child or teen in high school. Like I really hated me up until about like two years ago. I became pretty solid with myself. But yeah, that was mine. I was a real asshole.
I feel like I had like so many diaries, and each one only had the first
Oh,
page.
same.
Because I'd write, and then I'd be like, "Who are you fucking kidding? Who are you writing this for?" It would just be like, "So my teacher, blah 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 blah," and then I sit next to this boy in class. Let me tell you about it. It's like, tell who, bitch? It's me. It's my like. Why am I giving myself a background?
I have these thoughts in my head
these characters.
every hour.
And then I was also like, when I had to like write down like my true feelings, which is again therapy. When I would be writing them down, I'd be like, "You're fucking stupid.
You're also a writer for a living, so
Right.
you're constantly
It was all.
writing.
I was just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, so the
Everything
honesty,
that-
you're like, there's no comedy in this honesty.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't
it
like
was-
no
this.
one's gonna get to see this.
It was so dumb. I hated it, and I'll go back and read it and be like, "He gave me a ride. I think I might like him. I also don't know why I'm sad."
As an adult, still being like, he gave me a ride. I think I like him. Huh, I don't know
what's
why
hard.
I'm sad.
Dude, that's what's hard is that I've actually not matured emotionally since
Yeah,
those
like
diaries.
that's a tweet that we have from you from like the end of last year. Guys, this has been so fun.
you guys are
I
so
feel like
fun.
we just scratched the tip of the iceberg on I would love to have you guys back. That's a phrase, right?
Yeah.
Scratching the
Scratching
tip of the
iceberg.
Yeah.
Classic.
That's literally
That's what brought down the Titanic.
how many
See,
licks
just
to the
dangerous, yeah.
middle of the iceberg?
Just licking to the middle.
One, if this goes up before your Philadelphia show,
Yes, please come.
Please go check them out and make sure everything on BuzzFeed that you guys do, but Adult Shit, your podcast, is
Yes.
available on BuzzFeed and iTunes and SoundCloud.
iTunes, Stitcher, SoundCloud, adult shit spelled
Spotify.
with a 1. So
Oh.
shit is a 1.
SH1T.
because
Okay.
you
'Cause
can't cuss on
curse
iTunes.
on iTunes
Make sure you
names.
guys check it out, and
Yeah,
also just keep checking BuzzFeed because you guys pop up so randomly there.
Thanks
But
for
it's great.
having us.
So Jenny has the fortune cookies that we give everyone that has a specific fortune in there for
I fucking
you.
love to eat fortune cookies.
They're the most delicious cookie. You can eat them. They are
Why are they
edible.
wet?
This one really just does not crack.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you make these?
Yeah, we make them.
We took them apart to put in special fortunes for
But
you
why
guys.
is it rubber? It shouldn't bend like that.
Yeah, it hasn't
Grace,
weathered
is this
well.
food?
I know. These are plastic. We're
No.
not trying to shit on
We're
your guest
poisoning-
house.
We're
No, they're
poisoning you
actual fortune
here,
cookies.
in our
Apparently, if you
bunker.
steam them, they become like pliable enough to
That
open.
was
Yeah.
traumatic.
Sorry.
I like my fortune.
I think you guys
Oh.
have the same fortune.
Oh,
Kate,
Wait.
Kelsey and Kate.
this has happened before.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, shit.
May
Is
it
that the
continue
bit?
to happen.
Okay.
Kelsey and Kate will find much happiness in drinking mimosas at 11 a.m., then falling asleep at Kate's house while editing your podcast.
It was at my house, but this has happened multiple
She has
times.
such a good
I do have a
bed.
good bed.
She lives like a
Fine.
fucking princess.
Oh, well, sleep is very important to me.
Well,
I feel
think-
like I'm in Princess Diaries.
There you
Wow,
go.
thank
So it
you.
will happen in the future. Where can people find you guys online separately of BuzzFeed if they don't know already?
At Kelsey Darragh on all the things. Here we go. Kate has a whole spiel.
At Kate Peterman on Instagram and at KAYTEPEA on Twitter.
And adult shit you can follow on Instagram and Twitter too. We post a lot of fun stuff. We're doing a giveaway right now, so go follow.
Yeah.
And you guys have to come, Jack, because you got to come with Grace now.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot
talk
of
about
fun.
adult shit.
I would love
Yay!
that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
guys.
thank you guys for being here. This was super fun.
Super fun.
We should
let's-
do an episode drunk with all of us.
Yeah.
1,000%. Yeah. We
On
usually have
company
Bloody
time.
Marys here, but
Oh wow, we
have
got
switched
Jeff.
our
We do need to come
we
back.
switched our bunker. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you go check them out if you haven't already, and we'll see you guys next time on Not Too Deep.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.
You're singing us out?
Oh yeah,
I told you she got
karaoke
a
us out.
good voice.
Too deep, too deep, too deep, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
When it comes to bra shopping, it's all about finding the right fit for you. And there's only one lingerie brand that offers bras in sizes AA through G. It's Third Love. Find your perfect fitting bra today. Go to thirdlove.com/grace and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/grace. Thirdlove.com/grace.
Not Too Deep is a production of Grace Helbig Incorporated.
Produced and directed by Jack Ferry.
Producer Melissa D. Mons.
With writing by Diane Kang.
Production assistance by Jenny Stringfellow.
Audio support by Chris Henry.
Editing by Melissa D. Mons.
And an extra special thank you to Flula for the theme music.